This is the first half of section 5.7, scatter plots and trend lines. So the objectives of this lesson is to write an equation of a trend line of a line of best fit. Actually, that will be the second part. And we'll use a trend line and a line of best fit to make predictions. We'll do that in this one as well. In this one, but we won't write an equation until next time. Okay, so what is a scatter plot? A scatter plot is just a graph that relates two different sets of data and displaying them as ordered pairs. So there's just going to be dots, right? Scattered dots, which is why it's a scatter plot. So you can see here, each one of these is just an ordered pair, which is some data. And if data kind of look like it has a trend, or correlation is the word here, and it looks like from left to right it is going up, it is called a positive correlation. If it looks like from left to right that it's going down, that's called negative correlation. And then if they're kind of all over the place and it doesn't look like they're going up or down, they're kind of, let's erase this, right? If they're kind of zigzagging all over, right, like this, right? That's not really a line. That's no correlation. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a table with values, and we're going to plot them just as ordered pairs, and then we're going to see if there's any correlation, if we notice any correlation. So this first problem gives us a table of altitude of an airplane with the temperature outside the airplane. So does altitude relate to temperature? So it says make a scatter plot of the data. That's the first thing we're going to do. So at 0 altitude, we have 59. That's really close to 60. At 500, we're close to 60, 61, 55, 42, 30, 30, 18, 26, 12 here, and then 0.6, close to 0. Okay, that's our scatter plot. Again, that's literally just plotting the points, right, of each one of these as a point on our graph. Okay, and then it asks, what type of relationship does the scatter plot show? From left to right, is this going up, down, or neither, right? So up would be positive, down from left to right would be negative, and then all over would be none. And then we can see here, looks like it's going down. So this is going to be negative correlation. And that is from left to right, it's going down. So that's why it's negative correlation. Okay, so now, on to the next page. Here's the next slide. This one I want you to try on your own. So plot these points yourself, and then decide if it has a special relationship, positive, negative, or neither. Okay, I'm going to push pause 2. Take a minute and check your answer when you're done. Okay, so you can see here if you plot each of these points, that from left to right looks like they're going up. So it is a positive correlation. Hopefully you got that when you did it yourself. Okay, and next thing we're going to introduce is something called a trend line. So when they have positive or negative correlation, you can kind of guess a line, like a trend line, that basically show the correlation more clearly. So it's a line on the scatter plot. It's drawn near the points, and it shows the correlation. So you can use the trend line to estimate a value in between or outside the range. If you say you're trying to use the trend line to guess this point here, this is in between data we already have. That's called interpolation. And then if you're trying to find a point outside, like maybe up here in future years or something, this would be called extrapolation. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Okay, so now let's try problem 2. Okay, so we're going to make a scatter plot of this data, and then we're going to guess the approximate weight of a 7-month-old panda. So I'm going to press pause while I plot this, just so you don't have to sit here and watch me plot it. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's all the points plotted. And so let's make a trend line. Let's just go from the first to the last. Just kind of like that. That looks good. Okay, and then we're going to go, this is saying, what's the approximate weight of a 7-month-old panda? So let's go to 7 months. This is our best guess here. So what is the weight that our best guess is there? Somewhere around here. So this is these are by 6s, right? So this is about 31, let's just say, I don't know, 31 pounds. Somewhere around there, right? It don't have to be exact, that's why it says approximate. So we're just gonna use that line to approximate the weight of a 7-month panda. That's called, again, interpolation because it's in between 2 points. Okay, and then let's you guys try one on this last page. So press pause, make a scatter plot, and then make an approximate guess on the length of the 7-month-old panda based on your scatter plot and the line that you draw as the trend line. And then push pause, try this yourself, and then check back for the solution. Okay, hopefully you got something close to 24 inches. It depends on where your trend line is, but hopefully you plotted your scatter plot correctly and then made an approximate guess for the length of a 7-month-old panda. Okay, and then that's the lesson. Here's your homework. Just 4 problems on page 368. All right, enjoy.